Hey cryptozoology with Dr. Daisy followers. I am here in Tombstone, Arizona, searching for the legendary Tombstone Thunderbird. I'm standing here in front of the Tombstone Library, just across from the OK Corral. So if you haven't listened to the podcast episode on the Thunderbird, some history on the Tombstone Thunderbird. This is kind of a weird one. On April 26, 1890, the Tombstone Epitaph ran a story on a creature that was shot down by cowboys out in the desert outside of Tombstone. They said it was massive, a flying creature. They literally said it was like 100 feet long. Now, this has become kind of legendary. It wasn't actually connected with the Thunderbirds of the Northwest until a couple decades later. At the time, it was described as being more reptilian-like. They said it had an alligator-type body with a long tail and massive wings. So at the time, it was actually described as something more like a pterosaur. So in later reconstructions of photos, they've actually depicted something more like a pterosaur. There's kind of an infamous photo going around on the internet that is definitely fake. It is a reconstruction of a couple of old cowboys holding a pterosaur. Now there's a weird thing with the photo of the Tucson Thunderbird, that people have claimed to see a photo of 6 cowboys lined up with their arms out like this, touching, and behind them on a barn is nailed a giant eagle-looking bird. Now that's a weird story because the Tombstone Epitaph did not have any ability to run photos in 1890. So they cannot have run that photo. And yet, people have claimed to have seen the photo. So it might be a weird Mandela effect thing where there was never any photo, but people describing it brought it into existence. And now there's reconstructions on the internet, but no one has ever actually found that original photo that probably didn't exist. However, decades later, there were a couple cowboys who told stories of being there in 1890 and bringing down, or shooting at but not bringing down, a very large flying creature. So I'm here at Tombstone investigating this very weird story that may or may not be true. And we'll see what comes of it. I hiked here a couple miles from a dude ranch outside of Tombstone. I'll be hiking back. I can tell you the largest bird I saw on the way here was a crow, but hey, we'll see what we see. Now, one more note for you guys at Cryptozoology with Dr. Daisy is that we do have a merchandise store now. So I'm going to put the link to that in the video description. Check it out. We've got all kinds of fun t-shirts and magnets and stickers. You're going to love it. So keep following. I'm going to post some more videos on our hunt for the Tombstone Thunderbird. See you guys soon.